so much for taking some time out of your day to spend with me. This is Joy. I'd like to take a moment to welcome all the new subscribers to this community. It's my sincere hope that you're met with information that inspires and elevates you as you continue to journey towards your prepared places. Welcome back to all the returning subscribers. I hope that you are all keeping well, and I appreciate you so much. A quick question for you. Have you been nurturing your needs? Are you taking time to listen to what you need mentally, emotionally, spiritually, physically? You need to take time to pay attention to that and actually feed yourself what you truly need. Your future self will thank you for that. Today, I want to talk to you a little bit about why narcissists need supply. You and I need oxygen, food, water to survive. Narcissists must have supply. It is important, it is imperative that they have supply. They need it to survive. It is no different than fuel for a car to get to point A to B. It is the same way, or they need supply the same way you and I need water, water, oxygen, and food. They need supply. There are two ways that we can look at the way the narcissist needs supply. The very first way that I want to take a look at it with you today is that supply is actually the narcissist's assignment. That's right, I said assignment. The narcissist, as we have discussed on a prior video, which I'll attach to this one, is actually a soul hunter. And in order for the narcissist to survive, they need supply. I've said that before, right? So that's a bit redundant. But you see, the narcissist is a creature of habit. They do the same thing over and over again. And sadly for them, they just simply do not learn. They make the same mistakes over and over and over again. And because something is off within them, they just simply never correct themselves. They wish that everybody else would fix what is wrong with them. And that's that problem that they have with pride. They believe that they are a superior being, and they think that they can manipulate every situation, really, and everybody to suit their needs. And that's why they continue to do the same thing over and over again, hoping that if they simply change out the people, the outcome will be different. But unfortunately for them, it never changes, and they never learn. They are actually victims of themselves. They make the same bad judgment calls over and over again. They discard good people, great people. They've discarded super empaths, the most amazing people, and end up with toxic people just like themselves, and find themselves, just reaping what they sow, but they never, ever learn. They need supply to survive. It helps regulate their lows. The narcissist is an empty shell. They lack empathy. And empathy is one of those emotions that allows you to generate feelings of compassion. It helps them to self-regulate and gather feelings of self-awareness so that you can better yourself and evolve as a person. And these are things that they simply cannot do. And so they use people. They use people so that they would project all of the feelings of darkness that they have within. The narcissist is in agreement with darkness. If you think of an empty shell, there is no light on the inside of it. It is pitch black. That is what is on the inside of the narcissist, darkness. Again, they're in agreement with the kingdom of darkness. So when they have pathological hate, pathological envy, pathological jealousy towards other people, those are the feelings that they project onto other people. That's why they would be able to be so mean and, do the things that they do that are so hurtful to people. They mistreat, they cheat, they lie, they scheme, and they swindle very good people, and never ever lose sleep over that. They don't think twice about the things that they do. But they need supply in their low moments to help give off the impression that everything is okay with them. Because again, the supply is going to regulate those emotions. Yes, the narcissist does encounter lows, because everybody has ups and downs. It's all to give off an illusion. The supply would stroke the narcissist's ego and, make them feel better. And this is where new supply is important to the narcissist, because it makes them feel important. Because if you've been with them for long enough, for a period of at least 3 months, you get to know that this joker is no good. You get to see who that person is. And so you may not be as excited as you once were about that person, but somebody who has just met them, they're still charming. The mask hasn't slipped, and they're still on their best behavior, because they're in the love bombing stage. And that's when the narcissist is on their best behavior and they're performing. And so they're giving the goods to that person. And so, they're getting their ego stroked, and they're getting a distraction from how they truly feel on the inside. This is what supply does. Supply is a distraction to the narcissist. Supply keeps them from recognizing that, listen, you are in agreement with the kingdom of darkness, because it gives them, it keeps their mind focused on what feels good to them, that they're not able to tune into what they really need. If they were able to see what they really need, they would come into realization that, listen, something is amiss here and I need to do something different. But the desire for more of the same is what keeps them going. And when they seek supply, they mirror people, right? And they're able to siphon the finer parts of a person. We call them energy vampires, where they're able to siphon souls. And when they siphon souls, this is where I want you to think about soul ties, where they are actually, think about literally draining the finer qualities of a person to make themselves at peace within who they are for a specific amount of time. It can't be over a long period of time. It's just a specific period of time. And that's why they need multiple sources to keep them going, to keep them distracted from really dealing with what is the problem. So you'll find that, they may tend to be involved with drugs, alcohol, sex, multiple people loving the party lifestyle, just all kinds of distractions to keep them from really dealing with what's going on. Many times, even with us, with regular people, when we have something happen to us, right? Let's just say a breakup. People do things to self-soothe. They do things to ignore the feelings of pain. This is no different than what the narcissist does. It's just that they do it on a grand scale, and they're actually in complete denial of their truth. We can only do it but for so long and realize that, listen, I've hit rock bottom and I need to build it my way up. But when they hit rock bottom, they act up, they blame other people, and they carry on with their shenanigans and continue to repeat the cycle. Supply is like air. It's like, it's everything that they need to keep them going. But them having access to supply is actually what keeps them indoctrinated in the enemy's camp. Because what they need on a superficial level is being fed to them in keeping them blind. I hope this makes sense. And, it's just kind of what I wanted to share with you today. I would love to hear your thoughts about this, because, the narcissist, this is just it's a distraction. They need a constant distraction from the truth, because they cannot deal with the truth, and they have come into agreement with the enemy, who is the father of all lies. And that is why they do not face the truth. Even in relationships, narcissists, pathological liars, they refuse to deal with the truth. And when I say relationships, working relationships, business relationships, intimate relationships, parents, children, all of it, there is no truth in any of those relationships if a narcissist is involved. So I want to thank you so much for your time. I hope that you are all having a great evening. Enjoy your families. Take care of yourselves. Until the next video.